Welcome to BitterBuzz. Today, it's gonna get arrogant. This beer is also labeled as "You're Not Worthy." Stone was founded actually about 5 miles away from where I live right now. And it's amazing how global this company has gotten. They even had a location in Berlin where I got this t-shirt. Or well, my mom got this t-shirt. I just borrowed from her. The founders of this beer, which also makes this beer so much better than other beers over here, it's because of Greg Koch and Steve Wagner. You might have noticed that they're very German last names. So you might find a correlation as to why this brewery is such a success. Is it because they have a German heritage? I don't know. Maybe it's just a correlation, not a causation, but I love to hear it. I'm here to talk a little bit about the background of an ale. It started in the medieval times in England, where it was literally just water, malt, and yeast. Hops actually came later in the 17th century, and this, I'm pretty sure, is gonna have a lot of hops. So I guess I'm gonna find out how worthy I am. Yeah, let me just... If I look into the light, it is like a dark ruby color. It has some brown hues in there. It's like a dark cherry almost. It's very bubbly, very foamy. Might be because of the way that I poured it yet again. So let's smell it. It does smell very yeasty. Quite light, quite yeasty, quite malty. There's not a lot of hops to me. And it is borderline sweet like honey. Let's try this ale, shall we? Okay, I take it back. There's a lot of hops in there. Definitely taste the bitterness now. Or it does have that caramel toffee taste to it. If you're really searching for it, it's actually really sweet. Almost a bit creamy. That's not something I expected from an ale. Crazy how sweet and rich, toffee-like, caramel honey it tastes in the end. Almost a bit nutty. That transition from bitterness to sweet happens fairly quick. It does taste a little bit burned. Perhaps a little bit like syrup. You know what? I think since it's completely wet and this is wood, I came prepared. And it does have a little bit of a very caramelized touch to it. Burnt toast with honey on it or burnt toast with sugar beet syrup on it. It is fairly strong. I believe it's a 7.9% ale. However, it delivers more than just bitterness. It almost has a little bit of a coffee espresso flavor in the end, or like a cold brew a little, with a little bit of syrup and roasted hazelnut in there or something like that. It's like licorice now, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about the lacing. It looks like a monster clawing itself out of hell. The carbonation is quite light. It doesn't feel crisp or prickly. I wouldn't necessarily say this beer is refreshing either. Perhaps I would nibble on it, but I think I would prefer something with a little bit more flavor in regards to hops, and it has a very light mouthfeel as well. Funny thing is I just burped and actually tasted quite nice. So if you want to test yourself, if you want to see if you're worthy, go buy this beer. It's available in all Stone breweries and probably every store out there because Stone is everywhere. I don't have an exit line. Just don't be an arrogant